Good morning, first graders. Today we're working on lesson 7.6 and we will need our notebook out under the math section. And you can go ahead and write 7.6. And the first question I want you to do is I want you to write the number that comes before 30. And if you need to pause, you sure can. So you're going to write the number that comes before 30 and then you're going to circle the digit in the tens place. So go ahead and pause and do that. Okay, here we go. The number before 30 is 29. And the digit in the tens place is the 2. 2 tens, which makes 20. So this number could be written 20 plus 9. Next problem, write the number that comes before 100 and then circle the digit in the tens place. So go ahead and write the number before 100 and circle that digit in the tens place. You can pause and then turn it back on when you're ready. All right, the number right before 100 is 99, and this first 9 is in the tens place because this 9 actually means 90. So it is 90 plus 9. All right, the next one says write the number that comes after 149. Circle the digit in the tens place. So if you look at this, 149, what comes right after it? It's 150, and then what digit should be circled? So a digit is just one number. It would be the 5. So this stands for 100 plus 50 plus 0. 100 plus 50 plus 0. We have another review. We are working on doubles plus 1. So go ahead and pause this video and write out these problems 1 through 4. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and solve them and we'll review. All right, now that you have your answers, when we're working on numbers that are right next to each other, we can use the doubles fact to help us solve the problem. So number 1 says 5 plus 6. We can use 5 plus 5, which is 10, and add one more for 11. Number 2, 3 plus 4. We can use 3 plus 3, add another number, which is 7. So 3 plus 3 is 6. One more is 7. Number 3, 6 plus 7. We're going to use 6 plus 6, add one more. 6 plus 6 is 12. One more is 13. Number 4, 8 plus 9. 8 plus 8 is 16. One more is 17. Now, I always like to have a little challenge. So here's our challenge. We're going to count backwards from 5s. Count backwards by 5s from 60. Go ahead, start at 60 and count backwards. Pause this video right now and do that. All right, let's see how you did. Here it is. Here we go. 60, 55, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. We're not used to counting backwards by 5s, but it's a really good practice to do. Now our next one is we're going to count backwards by 2s from 40. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to pause this video again and you're going to start at 40 and count back by 2s. All right, here it is. 40, 38, 36, 34, 32, 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20. 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Now you might notice a pattern here. We have the 10 and then we have 8, 6, 4, 2. So it's counting by 2s but just backwards. So that's one way to help you count by 2s backwards. All right, today we're talking about 3D shapes again. And just as a review, flat sides are called flat faces, curved sides are called curved faces, and a corner is a point where at least 3 faces meet. So at the top you can see we have our rectangular prism. That's like a box, a cereal box, just a cardboard box. You'll see a lot of rectangular prisms around your house. So see where the corner is? That's where 3 flat faces meet. And a flat face just means it's flat. Now the cylinder has the curved face. So if we look at this, our spheres, they are balls that are round and smooth, and they have no flat sides. This is our review from last week. Our cylinders have 1 curved side and 2 flat sides, and the flat sides are circles. And our rectangular prisms have sides that are all flat. So now today we're talking about pyramids, cones, and cubes. Pyramids all have flat faces. So the flat faces that come to a point are all triangles. So in a pyramid, all of these sides are a triangle. Now a cone just has 1 flat surface shaped like a circle and 1 curved surface, and the curved surface comes to a point. The cubes have 6 flat surfaces that are all shaped like squares. So we have 4 going around the cube and 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. So in your math journal page, on page 146, this is a poster that is shown in your page. Go ahead and you can just kind of look through that to see the different types of 3-dimensional shapes that we've been talking about. And here we have identifying 3-dimensional shapes. So I want you to pause this video and I want you to put in the words for which one goes where. Now, if you don't know one of them, I would do the ones that you do know to help you eliminate some of your choices. So go ahead and pause, write in the words under which 3-dimensional shape goes under which one. All right, we're going to check our answers. So my rectangular prism goes right here. Here's my rectangle. Okay, our next one is I see 2 flat surfaces and a curved face. Here's our cylinder. We have our ball, which is a sphere. Here we have 1 flat face and a curved, which is a cone. Here we have the 1 flat face and then the 3 on the, or the 4 on the outside, which makes the triangle shape, which is a pyramid. And then for the dice, all flat surfaces. There you go. Good job. All right, this also, I want you to pause your video and work this out, and then we'll go over the answers together. All right, let's see how you did. Here we have a pattern. It says draw what comes next. I have 1 circle. Next I have 1 and then 2. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to finish the pattern. 1, and then I have 2, and then I have 3, and now I have 4. There's my pattern of what comes next. Next one, 7 minus 0. Anytime I take away 0, it's going to be that same number. 5 minus 5, if it's the same number, has to be 0. 5 minus 3, 5, 4, 3, 2. If you're not sure about this, draw out 5 things and take away 3. What you have left would be the 2. And then 4 minus 2, if I have 4 circles and I take away 2. My answer is 2. Okay, here at the bottom, what time is it? All right, so I see my hour hand is after the 6, so I know it has to be either this one or this one. Now they're trying to trick me and they're trying to put 09, but I know when I count around the clock, I count by 5s. So if I know all of these times, I'm going to know that this is 6:45. And my last one is the number grid. It says complete this part of the number grid. 104, 105, 106. Now I can't put 107 here. I need to look and see what they have here. So I'm going to count by tens. 104, 114, 124, 134. 105, 115, 125, 135, 106, 116, 126, 136, 146. And that is page 148. That completes our math lesson. Now you need to go into iExcel, skill W2 or W4 to finish and complete. Have an awesome day, guys.